Hi, welcome. So, I forgot about an account that I found the system and I claimed it. There is no materials transferred yet over there. So depending on what I do now, next 2 hours or so, then I'll decide what I'm going to do on the other side, because I only have 5 hours and 46 minutes to finish this construction or I lose it. Now, it's a small construction, so it's not large. It's not a big construction, but I haven't loaded anything yet. I haven't loaded absolutely anything yet. So, problem is, how long is it going to take me to load? Which I forgot for a small one. And then offload. That's a problem. Then I gotta send the carrier over there. So I'm gonna try to do it. If I lose it, I lose it. No big deal. I can claim it again. So I have my list. Let me see. Where is it? Let me see. There it is. I have my list of stuff that's on the carrier already. And let's shorten this window. It's a big screen, so it's like it opens up bigly. Okay, so I'm really unsure whether I'm gonna finish this or not, but I got 5 hours and 50 minutes to load and unload. I don't know if there's a record, but we'll see. I can always load the thing and then I can load the fleet carrier and then wait for the thing to cancel, and then unload when I re-establish the colony beacon. Anyway, if you're watching this after the fact, because I see people coming in now all the time, I have 5 hours and 45 minutes to load the fleet carrier, unload the fleet carrier, and I'm flying solo here. Okay. Good times. I'm probably gonna be playing all night for about 4 to 6 hours. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep streaming. Break my record. I wish the fleet carrier would have been on the other side. Make things a lot easier. I wanted to do community goal, but I figured, nah, let me do this. Let me get it finished, because this is the 6th one. I only did 5. I thought I did 6, but it's 5. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, you should, man. Don't just watch the video for a few minutes and say that's it. I have a lot of videos, a lot of tutorials. Subscribe. Help a brother out. Anyway, I have my pistachio out. That's what I'm chewing on because there's nobody here. So, but if you're listening or looking at this after the fact, you can hear me chew. I'm chewing on pistachios. My favorite nut.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
This is when I wish I could have an NPC. I have a second computer I can dual box. But I don't want to risk it because the computer is streaming, so I don't want to risk it. Next week I'm going to do some more stuff. Some power play, some combat. As of yesterday, to get 50%, if you want to be 50% of the population, you need to deliver. I delivered 3 Panther Clippers, about 3,894 tons. I don't know if you need to deliver that many to get 50%, but I delivered 3,894 tons, and I got 50%. Alright, so what I need first is, let's get the aluminum 517. To get, elite on the other account, I need to do approximately 2,300 tons. So last night it was great. I mean, how long did it take me to mine? It took me like 45 minutes, 40 minutes to get the ship full. So that's pretty good. Alright, so the ceramic composite and the CMM composite, I'm going to get surface 241 copper. Let's get the copper. I'm slow start because I'm like dizzy. Had a long day. Was it 241? 241 copper. So if you see me like stuttering or stopping from talking, I'm not having a stroke. I just can't think straight because I'm kind of exhausted. Had a lot of meetings, had a lot of people, had problem solving all day long, and so you get tired. But thank God for pistachios. Okay, aluminum, copper. We'll start working on liquid oxygen, which I hate. We figure they're in space, they can just go mine it. No, we gotta go deliver it. Alright. So, what do you think of CG? Leave a comment below. Of course, they're doing it for new players, right? They're doing it for new players because they don't have what we have, right? So, I'm sure that's what they're doing it for. I don't understand why Bromellite or cobalt, but one is mineable from any station, right? And the other one you have to mine in an ice field. And there's a perfect one, triple hotspot. I didn't even move. I just stayed one place and mined one place. And that was great. If you check the description below, you'll see there's a bunch of websites that you can go to, a bunch of commanders that you can actually view their stuff. There's some of them have some good tutorials, Some will have good videos, like Mars from Ghost Giraffe has funny stuff. Sometimes he can be funny, sometimes he's just obnoxious. I like it when he's funny. And then, let's see. Mile 13 Gaming. He's got the best tutorials. Literally the best tutorials. I really like his stuff. What else? And I put links that's in Buur Pit's description of all the all the Elite Dangerous tools, all the Elite Dangerous tools that you can use in the game. So that's a good thing. It's good to have. So copy and paste all those links, put them somewhere in a text file or something like that. Keep them, use them. It'll help you in the game. We're here to help. So unlike gankers and pirates and all that, we're here to help. Yes, I've ganked before years ago, but I didn't fight. I didn't find it joyous. Okay? And I'm an old guy. I like mining. I like cargo runs. You know, Thargoids kind of ruined it for me because I was big on pirates, and now I'm not. You know, I'd rather just go out to California and fight Thargoids. I like on-foot missions, on-foot gameplay. I like on-foot war zones. I just wish they would be a little better. Next week we're going to start power play in our tutorial. We're going to try to do power play every week. Get the max power play points we can. Unfortunately, I know some of them we can't because they're kind of broken, right? But you guys can follow along as best as you can. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully they fix everything because of new players. You know, they need new blood. So I don't know if 90% off the game would have helped. A DLC would help. Brand new content. Not a brand new ship. Liquid oxygen. 540. Okay. It's kind of slow going here. I gotta move faster. Okay. Anyway, no big deal. I can just load up the carrier, wait for it to expire, and then get it again and unload the carrier. I might not be doing any more claims for a little bit, maybe a few weeks, until the CG is done. Man, this is slow shit. This is a brand new account too. When the CG is done, then maybe I'll start colonizing again. I really want to get that billion. And then I want to work on Soul, to unlock Soul. It might be easier than I think. Soul is important because well, I don't really know why it's important. It's important because the Thargoid thing is there, the dead Titan. I gotta have myself some Titan parts. But I'm gonna go there on one of my accounts, put it in the bank, have the meta alloy will be available for all my shipmates, all my squadron mates. You can use it anytime. So you're saying, oh, what's the benefit? You're giving away all your stuff. Why are you doing that? Well, I think I have the fun of what I'm doing is in the looting. I have everything I need. If I need something, I'll just go loot again, even if all my materials are gone. But I put it on the ship because new guys have a hard time doing quests, doing stuff, so they get access to commodities, they get access to stuff, so to Odyssey materials. Why not? If they allowed us to put the Horizon materials, you know, like raw and coated and then manufacture it, that would be great. I'd dump everything and start over. Okay? If I can dump everything onto the squadron carrier, those things, then I can unload all the care packages. Right? I can just transfer everything over and anyone can use it. Right? And I can unload the care packages. I should suggest that, but I'm surprised they haven't thought about it. Because the care packages are a problem. Everybody's having the same problem, same issue. The solution's easy. Just do the same thing you do with the Odyssey materials. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Okay, so I need liquid oxygen, but I need 1862. I gotta do some calculations here because I don't know how much I need. I'm kind of stupid right now. My brain is dead. So 1862, I put in, what was it, 540? 540, so I need 1322. That's just great. Okay. Yeah, so if they allow us to transfer over the Odyssey materials, not the Odyssey, the Horizon materials, just like we did with the Odyssey, like raw, encoded, manufacturing, right? That would be golden. Then we can unload all the care packages from the PowerPoint representative. That'd be fantastic. Because I have like 100 and something. Tens of thousands of materials. And then I would load those onto the fleet carrier to be used by anybody. That'd be great too. So why do that? Because why not? If I have it, why not share it? No big deal. The fun is in getting it, not using it. And when you have everything, I'm not a hoarder. My wife is a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard things. So after this, I need, let's see, 24, and then I'll start loading the other stuff. I don't know. I think I could make it because the Panther Clipper loads pretty fast. Loads stuff very, very fast. So that's a good thing. I might swap out. Like, after a while, I might swap out if I see that I'm not doing well. I have very short time. I'll say the hell with it. Swap out and do the CG mining. Bromellite. That was easy yesterday. Man, that was so easy. I guess that extra 20% actually had effect on it, too. Because I was getting a lot on what I had to dump a lot of limpets, so I think maybe even 100 is enough. But yeah, the Bromellite was just, I loaded super quick, and I was just I'm bumping into Bromellite asteroids everywhere I went. It's like I didn't even have to move. I don't even think I moved a kilometer. So might do that again. I need 2,300 to 2,400 tons to hit my goal. Alright, wonderful. Here we are again. It's kind of sad when the game goes, dies. You played with a bunch of people. Then they start leaving. Then you find yourself only with 1 or 2 people you used to play, and they're on different time zones or whatever. I hate when that happens. When I played Dungeons and Dragons online DDO for 13 years. We had a great guild, fantastic guild, and everybody just started leaving. In the end, I left because there was nobody left. There's still people playing now, but it's just I don't know. The old guys left. They stopped playing video games. Fantastic. So I need 24 more liquid oxygen. Then I have to load the other stuff. I'm seriously thinking of just letting it drop. I still got how many hours? 5 hours 23 minutes. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know, what do you think? Drop it or continue? I mean, I don't really care if I lose the material. It's just a game. I should do a poll. I got 5 hours left. Should I do this? 5 hours, 23 minutes. What are you gonna do? I totally forgot. But I got a lot on my mind. I'm doing a lot of things at the same time. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll keep going, and then in the next hour or so, we'll see how much we progressed, and then I'll figure out whether it's worth it or not. Because I would rather just... Yesterday was fun. That mining was fun. That's never been that much fun. I got 20 extra % of, I guess, materials coming from the asteroids. So there was a lot. I think I should have numbered how many asteroids we did. I don't think I did more than 5 or 6, and I was full. That was fun. That was real fun. That was really fun.
Welcome to our starport, Commander.
So I really want to do that again. It's satisfying. For some reason, it just satisfies the hell out of me. I don't know about you, how you feel, but I don't know. When I get those materials and it's full, then I go and trade them and I get cash for it. It's just satisfying. I don't know. Makes me feel good. Too bad it's fake money. Alright, so let's do the steel. Let's do some steel. Because steel is expensive. And you need a lot of it. So my suggestion, as I said last time I did this, I don't know if this is the first time you join this stream, but in colonization, when you colonize a system, you got to do a few things first, right? Of course, you got to scan the system, see if it's worthy to be colonized, right? And where the second thing, you got to look for the flag. Where's the flag? Where's the target planet? If the location is poor, don't even bother unless there's something there that you want, like a planet where you can put 4 settlements, 5 settlements, 6 settlements. Like this one I just finished this last week. One planet has 7 settlements. So what do you want to put in the system, right? And where's that little flag? If that little flag is in a bad position, then you should put a T1, a small little outpost. But it's a waste of time because the first construction, the T3 or T2, is free. Doesn't cost any construction points. And those construction points are a little bit difficult to actually get, right? So what I recommend to do is, if you can, do a T3. If you can't, then do a T2. Do a medium size, a Coriolis. Coriolis is not that bad. You can finish it in a week. A T3, on the other hand, might take a month if you're flying solo. And most of you are flying solo. You don't have any squadrons or anything like that. If you do, and I got to put that in squadron. If you guys are listening, Moriarty, Corvus, if you guys need help on your settlements, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Remember, I got 8 accounts, 7 fleet carriers, and 1 squadron carrier, so I can definitely help you guys. Okay, so what am I saying? Your first settlement, your first claim should be in a relatively good system, right? Where's the flag? Over what planet? And do you have any of those big planets, like 3 or higher, that you can actually settle 3 or higher more settlements, right, on the planet? Because you need those. You need to form an economy, and you can't do it with nothing there. Okay, so don't even bother. Move on to another system. There's thousands of them everywhere. After I finish the bridge, there'll be I don't know how many, I think 36, 40 40 settlements across 350 light years in a empty space, right in the middle of empty space. So you can actually settle anything around those colonies. Okay, so you build a Coriolis. So my suggestion, don't start with a T1, start with a T2. If you're just one guy, do a T2, a Coriolis. Okay, do a T2, no matter how painful you think it is. It's not painful. Yeah, I finished 2 in 1 week because I forgot about the time again, like now, right? So let me see. I just want to make sure I got the right amount of 1862 liquid oxygen. 1862 liquid oxygen. I can't even see that. Okay, never mind. Steel, right? We're gonna go get some more steel. So you got a Coriolis build. Now what? Hopefully it's over a planet that has at least 3 spots. Because you need to build a medium-sized planetary city, right? Another T2. And you need to build some kind of economy. And what is the first economy you got to build? Refinery. A refinery. Why? Because here's the reason why. The ceramic composites, CMM composites, copper, polymers, steel, titanium, even liquid oxygen, aluminum, they all come from a refinery. So a orbital refinery is great, but orbital refinery is great, but you need one that's on a planet too. So that's why I said start with 3. If you see that your flag is over 3, then you need to get that one, because you can do a Coriolis in space and you can do a medium size on the planet. Okay, and that'll give you CMM composites, it'll give you ceramic composites, and it'll give you everything else. Now, what if you have some spots in space? This would be great too. If you have 1 or 2 spots in space, so you can build some kind of tech station. Okay. Why would you want to do that? Because you need the second economy's tech. All those little nitty-gritty things that you need for those settlements, like microcontrollers, drive me nuts. Finding them is, I have to go back to the bubble to find microcontrollers. So after I finish this hub, I know everybody and their mother is going to come here because they'll have microcontrollers. So the second economy is tech. Alright? So you're already working on a second economy, and you're going to be building another maybe Coriolis or something else in the system. Okay, so industrial would be next, and agriculture. You don't really need agriculture. Food stuff is common. You can find it anywhere. Right? But that should be like the last thing you think about. Don't build an agricultural settlement first. I made that mistake lots of times. Focus on refinery. Focus on refinery first. You're going to need 2 large construction points for the refineries, for planetary refineries. So you're going to have to find yourself locations and build yourself those 2 green construction points. But you can do that with orbitals, like a relay station. Okay? And you can build that with the orbitals. You can get those green construction points from orbitals. So you can do that in conjunction with everything else. Right? But then once you build a refinery and you got the orbital and the ground refineries, cities, let's say, right? Then you got pretty much 99% of the materials you need for construction. Look it up. I'm not joking. I came to a realization that's the first thing that you got to build when you're building a system is refinery. It's always refinery, because you need the steel, the aluminum, the CMM composites, the ceramic composites, liquid oxygen's even refinery. Okay. So that's my message to you. Very simple to do. If you do this, you got yourself a hub, and then you can springboard something else. You can do something else from there. You can build somewhere else, but then you always have a hub that's close by that you can actually travel to pick up stuff. So you have your tech, you have your refinery, you have your industrial, your agricultural, right? Let's say you have a great system, but where the flag is sucks. Okay? Sucks goat balls. Literally. It really sucks. So you have a flag in a gas giant, next to a gas giant, but there's nothing else. Okay, but the rest of the system, there's places, there's 4s, there's 5s, there's 3s, and they have good location for construction, right? Then build a small outpost, but build a military. Build a military so you have some protection. Okay, don't bother doing commercial. You're not gonna have any commercial or even civilian, because you're not gonna have a commodities market if it's in a bad location. Well, I already learned that. That's why I deleted. I did the delete. Red Ghost Lucifer. Red Ghost Lucifer. Okay, that's a unique name. Welcome, Red Ghost. So I said build, if you're in a nasty location but the rest of the system is good and it's doable, and just build a small one, but build a military. Right? Build a military outpost. Okay? You'll understand why, because basically you're going to start off with security. So you're not going to have pirates. And if you're trying to deliver materials to the locations, you don't want to be ganked by NPCs. That sucks. You know? Especially when you're flying a Panther Clipper that's fully loaded. But when you have some security, that's going to be handled. The NPC system security vessels will come in right away, help you out, so you're not going to be blown up in space. So it's relatively simple once you got that refinery built, because then you have all the materials you need for everything else. And you'll see it. It's majority of the materials: aluminum, copper, titanium, steel, right? Even liquid oxygen. Okay? Refinery. You're going to need a refinery. Alright? Focus on a refinery first. I hope you don't mind me giving you tidbits, because I'd rather you listen to me than having to go and Mechan's 56-page dissertation on colonization. I asked him, dude, can you put in like 5 pages, 4 pages? Because I'm like stupid. After about 4 pages, I'm gonna fall asleep. There's a lot there. You need a lot of information. Right? Basically, Red Ghost. I can sum up colonization in about 2 minutes or less. It's not very hard. It really isn't. If you can focus on the economy that you're going to build, the initial economy, then after that everything is easy. Okay, so here's the steps I would do really, really quick. I find a system that's really cool. Hopefully there's 3 settlements on the planet and I have 2 in orbit, right? I build a Coriolis where the flag is. Okay, it's free. It's free. So I'm not spending any points. And then I start building enough to get 2 green construction points so I can build refinery stations on the surface. A relay would do that. Some other solar, some other kind of satellite systems or construction, space construction, you can do that. So you just need 2 construction points that are green. You build the refineries on the planet where the Coriolis is, when you just build, right? That's gonna, that as soon as Thursday hits, the economy will actually start kicking. You need the refinery because the refinery gives you all about 90% of the materials you need for construction is coming from refineries. Okay. The second thing you have to build is a tech. Tech is a bitch to get. Like microcontrollers, I had to fly back to the bubble to get microcontrollers. Literally. 400 light years. Just for microcontrollers. So I bought like 500 tons and I already finished them. So microcontrollers are found in tech stations, high-tech stations, right? But you need a dedicated high-tech station because if it's not, then the microcontrollers won't show up. So the second economy you got to work on is tech, and that'll give you everything you need. Industrial and agriculture are secondary, not even necessary economies. If you're going to put that in the system, you can join them together and make a station. What about extraction? Not necessary. There's only a few things you get in extraction, and then most players will have some kind of extraction somewhere, so you can pick up the materials somewhere else. Okay? But if you have to, that would be the third economy that I would build. Extraction and then military. So in order, it would be refinery, refinery, refinery. That would be the first one you need to build. A orbital station and a surface station. So that you have the CMM composites and you have the ceramic composites coming from the surface station. Okay? And try to do it on a planet that is not that heavy. So you might want to do a little bit of exploration before that. It requires a little bit of thought, so a little bit of brain power. So when you're doing the exploration, you're looking at where you're going to put that Coriolis and the station and the refineries. If it's a heavy planet, you're going to have trouble landing. Right? Simple. The first one to build is refinery. Second one is high-tech. After which, industrial, agriculture, and then lastly, the economy you got to hit is extraction. Right? If you want to build extraction. It's unnecessary. Unless you want to mine for cobalt. So, once you build the refinery, you'll see most of the materials are coming from refinery. Like this one's refinery. And I have one on the surface, one in orbit. So I have 2 refinery stations. And you need them because most of the stuff, aluminum, copper, it's coming from, look at this. Insulating membranes, polymers, semiconductors, superconductors, right? They're coming from this. Even the fruit and fruit vegetables, right? They're coming from this planet. Okay? That's because it's an ice world. That's probably why. But anyway, it's a thought. So you don't have to do it my way. You can do it any way you want. You can pick up Mechan's 56-page dissertation on colonization. And you can do it, you can read it till you fall asleep, which will be about 5 minutes into the book. But it's not that hard to do colonization. It really isn't. Most of this lugging stuff around. Do not build a T1 every single time. A small outpost. Focus on building Coriolises. Practice lugging stuff around, because with the Panther Clipper, it makes everything easy now, man. It really does. So you can finish a Coriolis in less than a week. Maybe even, well, if you play a couple hours a day, about a week or so. But once you have a hub, then you have a place to go. Then you can go somewhere else and build another colony somewhere else, right? Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to build one colony. Okay, I'm psychotic. I have to have 50 colonies. Okay, the more the merrier. You know, I'm kind of like those, I'm not a hoarder, but I am a hoarder. I'm one of those hoarders that hoard colonies. I gotta have more colonies. Give me more colonies. Right? No, actually I'm building a bridge between Nova Aquila 3, which is one of the neutron stars on the neutron path highway, and a Spider Nebula. And in the middle of it, there's thousands and thousands of stars. And if I build a bridge between that, you guys can use that bridge to kind of springboard to... you can springboard into the middle somewhere. So there's plenty of planets. I actually found dozens of really, really nice planets. Where the hell am I going? Okay, I found dozens of nice planets. Let me see, what are you saying? RGL says, where do you recommend to build? Sorry, I just got back to the game after 1 year. Where do I recommend? Anywhere you want. You can go anywhere. Actually, the bubble has extended even 1,500 light years out. Ghost Giraffe, you know, Mars Uric, who does the stream once in a while, they're out in North America Nebula. Okay, I'm about 400 to 500 light years from the bubble. About 400 and something light years from the bubble. I'm in between Aquila and Snake Nebula. But you can go any direction. You can go any direction. Find where you want to go. There should be somebody colonizing nearby, and just claim claim that system. You can go. I recommend do whatever you want to do. That's what great about this game. You know, what I didn't like about other games is that they're telling me how to play the game. This one is play the game the way you want to play the game. You know, there's no one way of playing it. I'm only telling you how I do it because I want to find the easy, fastest way of doing something. Right? There might be a better way, a more fun way. Somebody will come up with it, and I'll do that. But there's no place wherever you want to colonize, man. But find a nice system. You can use Inara to actually search for it. Find a nice system that has a pretty decent number of planets, and where you can get settlements like this one that I'm in right now. I'll show you. Had 80 something planetary locations that I can colonize. So I found it. It's not going to show up because let me see if it shows up. This is not my this is not this account system. So yeah, it's not going to show up, but it's everywhere. I mean, literally there's planets here, there's planets, I didn't scan them all, but there's planets everywhere, right? Okay, and I built in every direction. There was like 86 settlements, planetary settlements. Now there's about 68. So anywhere you want to go, just find a good planet that you feel comfortable colonizing. Remember, if you're doing a double economy, like you're gonna do refinery and tech together, you're gonna need a planet that has more than, like for instance, more than 4 or 5 settlements that you can build on it. Like this one, if you notice, let me scroll in so you can see it. This one has 6. Okay, this one has 6. And so around the big city, which is called Dragster's Forge, there are 2 tech stations and 2 refineries. Okay, but it still didn't give me any microcontrollers. So I'm not building any more tech stations, because then it'll take over the economy. So like a 5 or a 6 will help you in construction, right? You can build a double economy on something like that. A 3 or a 2, no, you don't get 2s. Oh my God, please, no, 3s. Minimum 3. You can build 1 economy on the planet, which your first one should be refinery, right? It's really not that hard. I'm here all the time. You can ask me questions anytime you want. There is no dumb question. And there are no mistakes in this game that I haven't made already. So the good thing is they implemented the delete button. So if you get started on something and it's not working out, like I got to delete a few more other places. You know, but if you started off doing something, it's not working out, then you can delete it. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Let me see. I still got 4 hours 55 minutes, but we're working it. We're working it, right? Hopefully I get it done. I still need to go to the plant and get CMM composites, and that's a bitch. Usually it should take me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get all this. I'm a little worried about that. But if I see that I have no time to unload, unloading is a lot easier. I'll just park this ship next to the colonization ship. I'll park my fleet carrier right next to it. And it's a matter of less than 2 or 3 minutes. 5 minutes, let's say 5 minutes a run. In 2 hours I'll be finished. But right now I'm gathering stuff. And why wouldn't I fly the Panther Clipper to this location? Too many jumps. Too many possibilities of getting ganked. So that's why I'm using my fleet carrier. When I build something around that area that has another hub, because I'll build another hub where this one particular system is in, then I'll have 3 hubs, one at Aquila, one at Snake, and one in the middle. So they'll be close to, pretty close to other 2 systems where I can build. But I think after I finish the bridge, I'll be done. I think I'll be done. Because I wanted to build a bridge for posterity, for the humanity. Because literally it's in the middle. It's just crossing. It's like a group of, like a chain cutting across empty space. So there's thousands of planets and systems you can colonize there. Man, this thing is slow. So, what I recommend, Red Ghost, literally you can go in any direction. It's your choice. But, when it comes to the system you're going to colonize, make sure you have a bountiful amount of planetary and orbital spots that you can colonize in. It'll be your first system. So, you're going to want to start off with refinery and tech. Then you want to do industrial, economy, and agricultural. Okay, take your time. You don't have to rush. No one, you know, no one's forcing you to go fast. So there are plenty of videos online that you can listen to. I'm always here. You can ask questions anytime. And if you're in my squadron, if you guys are listening, I'm willing to help out, help you colonize. Very easy. I just claimed 6 systems, so I found the knack. I found how to do things fast. Okay, and I'm not dual boxing or anything like that. I just one computer, because one computer I'm using to stream in. So it's up to you. Like right now, Ghost Giraffe and all of the Laser Cops squadron, which I was in, but I wanted to get a fleet carrier, a squadron carrier, so I left. Okay, they are in in North America Nebula, and that's 1,500 light years out. But one of the girls, because there are girls in that squadron, JD, she's actually building a T3, and she's building the economy. Just like I said, she's building a refinery economy first, right? So they'll have the materials, majority of materials they need to build everything else. So I don't know where she's at now. I think she's already built the tech. She's finished with the T3. So she's on top of it. She knows what she's doing. But they're 1,500 light years out. Now the two groups that are going towards Colonial, there's one following the Neutron Star Highway, and the other one, I don't know where the hell they're going. They went to the Snake Nebula, then they headed towards the center of the galaxy, right? So I don't know where they're going. They have a destination they want to go to. I don't know what nebula they want to hit. But they're also pretty far out. They're about 1,000 light years from the bubble. The other group is about 1,000 light years from the bubble. So it depends where you want to go, right? What's your fancy? That's what's cool about this game, right? There's like, you know, you watch, you play. I played Cyberpunk, right? And there's like only one way to play. At least for the first 5 hours, it's the most boring game I have ever played. I'm watching a movie for the first 5 hours, literally, with a little bit of participation. Then they let you free. Then I can do what I want, but I still have to follow the course progression, the game progression, right? The story, which sucks. I hate that, because you find yourself doing just one way to play, right? In this game, there's no one way to play. What do you want to be? Well, explore. Well, there's multiple ways to do that. Where do you want to go? Anywhere outside the bubble. Head counterclockwise. I don't know. There's no one way to play this game. You know? That's what's cool about it. Alright. The call sign is DRKK. The squadron, which is kind of retarded, but I do retarded things. It's an acronym, DRAK. The Division for Reconnaissance, Assault, and Kills. Don't ask me why I named that. I'm just thinking of changing the name, but when I got enough people, we can throw some ideas around. 5168. 5168. Alright. And I'm here, and I'm available, and the thing is, I put all my guys, I gave them rank of major. I'm Lieutenant Colonel because I was thinking of the A-Team. I don't know how old you are, but in the 80s there was this great TV show called the A-Team. You know, there was one crazy guy called Murdoch. I take after him because I'm like, I do crazy stuff. Anyway, so I was thinking about him because the commander, he was a lieutenant colonel. So I said, Lieutenant Colonel is the highest rank. 50, 63, 88. They still haven't fixed the UI. They should have a hookup into your fleet carrier to see what's in your fleet carrier. 5168. So I need how much steel? 1220. Okay, good enough. 1220. Now we're right now it's Corvus, Moriarty. There's another guy who wants to join up. I haven't organized anything yet. You know, any kind of like what they say, raids. Do you have what? Do you have in DC? What is that? Do you have in DC? What does that mean? Do I live in DC? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh yeah, I do have Discord. We have 2 Discord channels. I do have Discord. I set it up. I'll put it in description. This way I can have people just join Discord and we can talk on Discord. That'll be great. But yeah, I do have Discord. Sorry, I wasn't getting the acronym. Yeah, I do have Discord, so we can. The Discord channel is called. You know, I don't even know how to set it up. I wish I had somebody actually do it. It's pretty complicated, man. Why do they make things so complicated in this world? You know, I believe things should be stupidly simple, right? If a person with an 80 IQ is using the computer and surfing the net, that's how high the UI should be, right? 80 IQ. Okay, yeah, I have a Discord. It's called DRKK Drac. Huh? Hey Dragster, I think I attached a song I wrote using Suno V5. You have a musical background. I'm wondering. Oh, he wrote his first song. See, that's the thing with Discord. I don't even go on Discord sometimes. You know? But I set it up. There's only like one channel, the general channel. So when we get there, the voice. No, it's actually voice channel. Voice general. So I only have one channel. So anybody who. There's not necessary to like go through a million hoops, sign up crap, all this other shit. I hate that shit. You join a squadron and tell us what you like about Elite Dangerous. I don't know. When I'm on the toilet, I like to play the game. Okay? Why? What type of commander are you? I'm a commander that plays in his underwear in front of his computer. I don't know. What are you gonna say? So it's like they want like some kind of crazy description, right? What are you gonna say? That'll be great, man. That'll be great. I'll give you administrative hookup. I don't know how to do that either, so I'll let you do it. But I figured I only have one channel, and so I can hook up the sound so I can talk to everybody at the same time, and I can hook that up into the stream. So like if we're playing as a squadron, then we can hear each other and on Discord and in the stream you can hear each other anyway, because you have kind of like a squadron talk thing. Anyway, just a thought. So I don't know how to set that stuff up. I just one voice channel, so I figured you just come in and we talk, and there's no logging and there's nothing like that. I don't really care. So people can come in there and say, F you, you fat F son of a bitch. Yeah. But of course I can boot them out, but anyway. Yeah, I do have Discord. The Discord channel is DRKK, which is the call sign for the squadron. But I want to change it. Maybe I was thinking when Red Ghost, I was thinking when I was naming the squadron Drac, because I was thinking like the Order of the Drac, right? Which was like a Christian knight kind of thing, like a Knights Templar kind of thing in the Eastern European Carpathian Mountains. That's where Dracula was supposed to come from. He was in the Order of the Drac, right? Which is, the word Drac means dragon, right? So it was the Order of the Dragon. That's why the emblem to the squadron is the gold dragon, right? Which is the luckiest symbol in Chinese mythology, the gold dragon. So I was thinking about dragon, and I said, oh, let me do this. Sometimes I'm not that creative. You know, there are better creative people, especially names, because there's like people already have this name and that name. You know, 12, 20. I need 12 more, and then I'm done with steel. Your personal Discord. Oh. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me see. How do I do that? It's Dragster. DRKKSTR. So how do I invite you? Online. Switch. No. How do I do that? It's DR. Let me type it in the chat. Yeah, that's what it is. But I don't know how to actually do that, so I don't know if you actually need an invite from my server. Let me see. I just sent you a friend request. I feel special. I have a friend request. Do I have a friend request? I don't see anything. Where should I see it? I don't see the friend request. You know, it's not like any forum or anything like that. Okay, I'm in. Let me see. Okay, I go back. Add friend. It's just red nose. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see the friend request, man. Let me add you as friend. Add friend. Red Ghost Lucifer. Red Ghost Lucifer. Okay, send friend request. Okay. Did you get mine? Oh yeah, there you go. There you are. Alright, cool. Okay. Hello. Cool, there we are. We're friends now. Okay, so let me continue because I have no time here. How much time do I have? 4 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, dude, so the channel is DRKK. It just has a D on it, but I don't know how... What do I do to kind of give you power? Like, server settings? Invite to channel? Maybe invite to channel? Yeah, invite... Okay. So I sent you an invite to channel. Okay. But how do I make you like a moderator or something like that? Like you can do stuff. Let's see. Server settings. It's too complicated, man. You need like a 140 IQ to do this shit. Jesus. Server channel, create category, create event, notification, privacy, edit server profile. I don't know. Okay, so what if I just go over your thing and give you can I give you power somehow in the server? Go to give role of give. Where is it? Where's give role? Give role. Oh, over your name. Open mod. Yeah, I don't see give role. Server settings. Server boost. Auto log, safety setup, app directory, members. Members. Okay, there's no members. Okay, people, sound, emojis, boost, engagement. Dude, this is, no, I don't see it. I need to put the emblem. Where's my emblem? I forgot. Like, that golden dragon emblem. Sir. Okay, so I invite you to the server already, right? You're on the server. But now okay. If you figure it out, I'll try to figure it out myself too. I gotta keep going because I don't have much time. But you're on the server. You have my Discord. If you're in the actual DRKK server, if you have voice, we can actually talk. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to give administrative thing to someone. I'll figure it out. Everything has a YouTube video, even this. Right? Everything has a YouTube video. Oh, here it is. Permissions. Right? Yeah, advanced permissions. So you can give in permissions, manage permissions, membership permissions. Oh, that's cool. So I can manage in permissions. All right, cool. I see it. I see it. Okay. Okay, that's easy enough. I'll do it after I'm done with this. I'll set up a little bit of Discord. I'll give you permission. If you did send an invite to the squadron, I have to get onto the main account to actually give you rank and all that. So just be a little patient. I'll get it done. This is a secondary account. Yeah, welcome. Red Ghost, Lucifer, welcome back to the game too. I'm glad you came back. It's actually a better game than it was a year ago. And they did a lot of work with Odyssey. Odyssey's getting a bad rap now, but if you watch my videos on ground combat, I got my ass handed to me in ground combat. So it's not that bad, right? And it's not Call of Duty or Battlefield 6 or anything like that. So don't expect it to be fantastic, or even Cyberpunk. But it's decent. But it's part of the game, so it's not the only thing you can play in this game. I'm just verifying my Steam file, and I'm trying to get second account too. Okay. But yeah, so Odyssey, they did a lot of work with Odyssey. I think Odyssey is decent. I mean, I have fun with it, but it's not the only thing to play. It's not a first-person shooter game. You know, it's not space combat game. It's not a mining game. It's not a exploration game. It's everything together. It's everything combined. You know, it's the Costco of space games. That's what I should call it, the Costco of space games, right? Literally, it's the Costco of space games. So, it's fun. But people were disappointed with Odyssey and ground combat and all that because it's a little bit boring, right? They have the same weapons. They haven't upgraded any weapons, right? They haven't given us anything new in 2 years, 3 years. So I think that's why people are disappointed. But it's not the only gameplay in the game. That's the thing about this game. It's not the only thing. That's what makes this game cool. And it's a finished product. It's not Star Citizen. You know, the servers work. The servers work. Okay. How I loaded with that much. Okay, so I'm done with steel. So if you're still following me, if still following, I need titanium now. Then we can go down and get the ceramic composite, CMM composite. So it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. Okay, let's go get some titanium. Yeah, if you do get Red Ghost, if you do decide to do some colonization, let me know if you need help for any reason. That goes for you, Corvus, if you're watching this, and you too, Moriarty, if you're watching this. I gotta post it in the squadron. Let people know. Just let me know because one, I could stream it, right? Us doing stuff together. Two, you know, we could have fun doing something together, right? And if I help, and you have more people working on this, on the colonization, you finish faster, right? So that's cool. I think that's cool. And my squadron carrier right now is next to HIP 90578. It's docked there, I think. Yeah, I think it's docked there. I don't know where it's docked. Goddamn, I got so many things. I don't know where it's docked. But anyway, it has a lot of Odyssey materials. Whenever I mine like monazite, these bigger minerals, you only get like 15, 20 at a time. I put them in the cargo, so if you need them for money, or you need them for rank or for whatever, just take it and use it. There's about almost 10 billion. I'm going to put 400 million now to cover. But there's about 10 billion in there, so if you need money, you'll have access. No biggie. I don't have any modules or ships because it's retarded. They don't let you do any kind of engineered ships or anything like that. You only can put unengineered modules and unengineered ship into the fleet into the squadron carrier. So it's kind of retarded. You know? So you can't, so there's no sense. There's no sense in using a squadron carrier for that. There's money, so just take the money and build your own ship with that money. And that's it. Get all A-rated modules in that ship and you're done. Okay? Dan, I'm taking $1 billion off the ship. No problem. Go for it. Remember what I said earlier. My philosophy is the fun is in doing the work. Not having 100 billion, looking at the number. I knew a guy who actually played in Dungeons and Dragons. He loved to look at his loot. Okay, he loved to look at his loot. So it's like he wouldn't really play. He would just do like auction houses and then look at his loot. That was his gameplay. Me, I just do the gameplay and loot, and then I can disperse all the loot to everybody. Yes, it's on my list to do, but I mainly do mining. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of Odyssey materials, a lot, and I got more in my. I got like 100 more care packages because of power play that I haven't cashed in yet. So I'm fully loaded. I don't even know what to do. I really don't know what to do with the care packages. I'm gonna suggest again, see if they say something, because I really think they should let us put raw, the horizon materials, the raw, the encoded, and the manufacturing materials into the squadron carrier, and it could be accessible by anybody. You need like, let's say you need, I don't know, 10 ceramic compound, whatever it is. You got to go out into the black to try to find those now. Why not have somebody in your crew give it to you? I don't see why that's a problem. Us older guys, we have no need for it. We got all the stuff. I've been playing a long time. I got 10,000 hours in this game. So I got pretty much everything. There's really nothing to... When they bring out a new ship, I'm like so happy. I'm like a pig in shit. I'm so happy. Because now I can engineer it. I can do stuff with it. I can do this. I can put this on it. Right? But the older ships I kind of deleted and sold. Right? But now I figured I have all these materials. I got like 100 care packages. I'm like, that's, what 100 care packages is? That's like 10,000 components. Right? 10,000. It's 100 times 100 is 10,000, right? Am I numbering right? Yeah, it's 4 zeros. 10,000 components. 10,000. What the hell am I gonna do with 10,000 components? What were they thinking? They don't think these things through, man. I don't think there is, like, in any software there's a leadership kind of hierarchy. You tell, okay, what happens if these guys do like 500 care packages? What are we gonna do with them? Oh, they're gonna remain on the server. Ho ho. I got 10,000 components. I don't need any Odyssey. I barely need any horizon materials, right? 10,000. So I really would love that I can just put it on the squadron carrier. Just here, take it, boom, then done, right? Done. Then all my inventory is empty. Everything's empty. You know how happy that would be? Because I'm like a minimalist. I like to see empty. And I married the opposite. I married a hoarder. So I'm a minimalist, she's a hoarder. It's utter chaos. The two clash all the time. But it's like, if I can empty out all the inventory, then I would look at it for a few minutes and say, so nice. Look at that. It's empty. You can't even delete it. Right? So you gotta use it. So, my point is, I'm going to do some videos. I'm going to start buying the small ships, starting with the Sidewinder, and outfit them. I think the Sidewinder's got to be the ugliest ship in the game. And I'm going to try to buy some things to make it pretty, first of all. Then I'm going to outfit it. So I'm going to outfit every single ship, use up as much of the horizon materials I can, okay, and then take out more care packages. Hopefully I can knock out half of them, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. Right? But it's a thought. I don't know why they don't do it. Or at least let us put it in our fleet carrier. Okay, forget about the squadron carrier, right? Our fleet carriers, and we can't sell it. So at least we can store it. So we can transfer into the fleet carrier and store it. At least we can do that. But no, we can't even do that. It stays on our person. So we're walking around with 10,000 tons of materials on our person. How that happens, I don't know. It's supposed to be a real life game. Our inventory. Our inventory has 10,000 items in it. Okay. Titanium. So what are we looking on time? 4 hours 21 minutes. We're looking good. I think I might be able to make it. Oh God, yes it is. Yeah, it just looks like it belongs on the tip of another ship, right? It looks like maybe it got disconnected off a larger ship. I don't know if you ever seen these TV series, these sci-fi series called Space 1999, but they had these disconnecting components off their ships. So that's what it looks like. It's like the nose of a larger ship. You know, it looks like it would fit on a larger ship. That's an ugly fucker, let me tell you. But there are some I think there are some kits that you can get that make it look better. A little better. Not like it does anything. Yeah, so I'm gonna outfit it, make it pretty, you know. So this way I get rid of my materials, right? And that will make me very happy. Because then I can... See, I can't even do... I don't want to do power play on my main account. Because then if I do power play, I'll get 3 or 4 of those care packages. And then I'll be bugged again. It took me forever to unbug the care packages. Because there is a way to unbug it. So I unbugged the care packages. So I don't want to get any new care packages and get it bugged again. Get it stuck again. So there's a bug that they haven't fixed yet for some reason. Right? Like all things, Elite Frontier brings out something new before they fix the old bugs. So there's a way to do that, and just all you have to do is go into the engineering window, press the engineering button, right? Press 4, open up the engineering button, and that will unblock you. Okay? But you have to unload some of the care packages to be completely unblocked. So I managed to do that. Right? I managed to do that. I unblocked myself, but I don't want to do any more power play. So that limits my gameplay. Because now I'm going to get that stuck, and then I'm going to get pissed, and I'm not going to play power play anymore. On top of which, there's half the things are nerfed. Or they're frozen because they're trying to figure out what to do with them. Like, for instance, the settlement downloading data. Like, you go and steal classified data from a settlement. I love those kind of quests. Red Ghost, those are my favorite quests. Okay? I go in, and I don't know, on a time of day, if I feel like assassinating everybody, I just do. Boom. No witnesses. That's my train of thought. No witnesses. So I go in, steal the data, I download hacking material or something like that into the upload hacking material into the port. Those are my favorite quests, but they're currently nerfed. Okay? I did do some settlement activations. Right? I did do that. That was okay. Because there were scavengers that I got to play with. you know, and I killed. That was fun. Power play is something you should play if you need materials. You see, I'm the type of person who likes to kill two birds with one stone, right? So power play gives you the components, all those funky modules, which if you look at the list, there's some really, really good modules, right? Like the prismatic shield. You know, the mining lance laser right now can be used on the T11 in those specified mining slot hard points. So in those hard points, only mining equipment can go. So mining lance laser can go into those. Okay? So there are some really good modules you can use. Pack-hound missiles, all sorts of stuff. But you can't get those without power play. The second thing you get is the bonuses, right? They give you bonuses depending on the power play agent you're in. And then you get the care packages, which before level 100 you get 5. It's 50 per. It's 5 times. Yeah, it's 50 per care package. And after level 100, you get 100 ingredients per care package. So 1, you get Odyssey and Horizon materials. 2, you get those funky modules that you can use, and they're very good. Like I like the pacifiers. Okay, I really like the pacifiers. And they're OP. If you actually engineer them right, they're so powerful. Oh my god, they're so powerful. And then so you can do that. And then you get the bonuses that the actual power play person gives you, right? Like Grom is like the supermarket of power play. He gives you bonus for everything, which is cool. I think that's cool. But power play is cool to do. And you get credits and you get points and all this other stuff. So it's cool. It works. When it's working, it's really good. If they can just fix it and just leave it, don't touch it. No matter how much people bitch. Oh my god, it's so overpowered. Just get over it. Get over yourself. Leave the power play faction, go somewhere else. Go to another one. You don't like it, go to another one. But I wish they would just leave it alone. Stop nerfing stuff, because nerfing is not gameplay. Right? Fix it and just leave it. Move on. Yeah, I like Grom. Grom is cool. So for when power play came out, I was doing it every day. I love power play on all accounts. So I was tapped out on one account, power play, then I would do another account. I'd do power play on that one. Okay. So I loved it that much. But then they started nerfing shit. They started nerfing this or freezing this and doing this. I'm like, oh, come on, man. And then they don't fix it. So I don't know when they're going to fix that. I'd be excited to see it fixed and they just leave it alone. No matter how much people bitch. Just fix it and leave it alone. I said, this is our final decision. Get over it. Okay, you don't like it, find another game. But no one's going to leave. Okay, people who complain about that stuff, they're in the game forever. Or until they cancel the game. So, yeah, power play is cool. Power play actually help a lot. They give you mats. So you don't have to do grinding. You don't have to go out into the black and go to HIP 36601 and mine crystals. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I don't know if it's working anymore. Atlas Gaming kind of did a test to see if it works. You know, I'm not that skilled to kind of do that. So, you know, I just went the route of getting care packages. I'm gonna go into to Titan and gather some materials from Titan and drop them on a ship if people need them. Like, for instance, metal alloys. I'm gonna just drop a bunch of metal alloys on the ship, on the squadron carrier. After this is done, I'm gonna set the squadron carrier where there's a hotspot that I use for mining. I don't know why I was just standing there looking at the circle. There's a hotspot that I use for mining that gives you some really good payout. So I'll be parking it right there. And when I go mining, I'll just drop stuff in the cargo of the squadron carrier for people to use if they want to use it. Again, my main source of cash, if I need cash, is going to be from California Nebula. I go when I feel like I'm getting like antsy. My skin is starting to, you know, itch, and I get withdrawal symptoms. I'll go out to California to fight Thargoids. I do miss the Thargoid War. I made so much money off of it, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
We've prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
But I only did 3 Titans. I just decided not to fight the Titans. But I should have gotten all the ship skins that they had, but I decided not to. And then at the end, I was like, okay, I'm going to fight the Titan. I'm going to go fight it. I'll go do it. And I only did 3 out of the 8. Yeah, money's not a problem, dude. Not at all. In a few days, I can get $1 billion, no problem. But like I said to you, I said to everybody, it's the gameplay that I actually enjoy, not the accumulation of the wealth. So if I get 100 million, it doesn't excite me as much as the gameplay to get the 100 million. Right? Like right now, the whole mining for Bromellite, right? And the way the T11 works right now, so the last night I think I did 40 minutes for one run. 40 minutes. I think it was 40 minutes. When I went into a triple hotspot, and it had I went dead center, and I don't even think I went 1 kilometer, and I got 286 tons in maybe 40 minutes. It was pretty fast. It was very fast. They were loading up fast, but then on the squadron carrier I also have 20% bonus for mining. So if you go out mining, you'll see that bonus right away. True, I am not chasing credits and to fun gameplay and yeah, it is. It has a lot of variety. That's what's cool about it. There's a million things to do. You know, I like that they're getting into the community goal thing. They're doing more of them, and they're doing fun ones. So I think that's cool. I think they're I think that's cool.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Let me see. How much time I got left? 4 hours, 6 minutes. Oh, very nice. I should be able to unload in about 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. About an hour and a half. Because what I do is I place the fleet carrier right next to the trailblazer ship. So it's like a second apart. It takes longer to actually fill the cargo hold than it is to fly between the two massive ships, right? So that should be faster than this. And I'm gonna do the escape pod method to get the ceramics and the Samham composites. I like core mining too. How do you say your name? Ogrebi? I like core mining also. The two things on my Type 11 is, of course, the MVR, right? And I have a seismic charge launcher. That's it. Those are the two things I have on my Type 11. But I won't do. I hate subsurface mining. Oh my god, I hate it. I'd rather get root canal without anesthesia. I actually thought that the MVR is going to be one of those subsurface ones that you drill a hole, right? You can see it like in No Man's Sky. You'll see a hole in an asteroid. That would have been cool. I was hoping that that's what they were going to do. But I'd rather get my teeth pulled out without anesthesia than do subsurface mining. Seriously speaking. I really hate it. I hate that more than I hate Starfield, which is saying a lot. You know what I mean? But you know, like you have to kind of like press down on the button and wait to find the core, so it kind of cycles through it, and then you press down and then it shoots off the missile. It's retarded. Why hate Starfield? It's the instance thing, man. There's no, there's instancing here too, but Starfield is one big instance, and I hate the storyline thing. I really do. I mean, you have to follow the storyline. I really hate that. So there's no kind of Elite Dangerous gameplay. I did get some mods, and I put like 200 pirates in the city. Now that was cool. I don't know why there couldn't be a pirate invasion of the city. The main city. I don't know what's called. Jameson. I don't know what they call it. I don't like Starfield. It's an unfinished game. That's all I can say about it. It's unfinished. So they launched it unfinished. That's why I don't like Starfield. And then there's instancing. So like you can't fly to the planet like this one and then kind of land. You instance everywhere. Taking off the planet, you instance. Landing on the planet, you instance. I do like the space combat, the space piracy thing. Like my favorite part of Starfield, and I can't say I hate Starfield, but I wouldn't play it again. Yeah, I know, Bathsheba. I think they're making too much money, man. I think because they got like bought out and they got like $1 billion, so everybody had stock options. So now they're lazy. People become lazy when they have a lot of money. when they're hungry, you know, when they're really hungry and they want to do something, you know, you'll see wonders. You'll see a million things. Yeah, it's like, but the one gameplay that I really love, and I wish the Frontier can adopt it, is you know, ship-to-ship piracy. Like, I connect to another ship and then I board it and I kill everybody and I take over the ship. That was awesome. That was awesome. I that's all I did in the game. That and build ships. You know, that was awesome. I really like that. You know, you disable their ship, then you board it, then it's yours. Right? But like, you're flying towards the planet, and the planet looks like it's been cut and paste from like Google. Yeah, I think we're gonna get interiors. If you notice the ramps on the new ships, you can go up to the door on the ramp, Ogre. And all the new ships, I think only one. I think the Python Mach II is the only one you can't go up the ramp. But every single other one you can go up the ramp and go to the door. And they're all kind of the same size. Have you noticed that? There's really nothing. Even the Mach 5, the Corba Mach 5, it's kind of like a medium ship. It's just slightly smaller than a medium ship. Right? And the Panther Clipper, majority of the ship is in the front, right? Because everything else is cargo. So it's a medium ship, but with large cargo capacity. So everything kind of space-wise, right? Everything space-wise is medium size, right? And that's all they've been building is medium-sized ships, right? So I'm hopeful too. I think they're gonna come out with, but it'll only be on the new ships. It won't be on the old ones. The old ones have no ramps. They're missized. They're misproportioned. You know, so I think maybe they're gonna revamp the old ones. Like, for instance, they'll drop it from the store and there'll only be a Mach 2 Python. There'll only be a Mach 2 Anaconda. And they'll have ship interior, right? Because the Mach 1 Anaconda won't have ship interior. But I do think they're gonna do that. And I do think they're gonna do something with planets, with atmospheres. I think they're gonna do that too. I would love. That's why I said Mach 2 Anaconda. Okay, now I have 8 accounts. I would buy arcs on all accounts and get not the Galactic version but the universal version for a Mach 2 Anaconda. Think about that. A Mach 2 Anaconda with interior, like it would be like a cruise liner, right? Because it's pretty massive. It's kind of like a cruise liner. So you can walk through it, and you know, you'd have your own quarters, and you have your own, kind of like the fleet carrier, with a deck and all that stuff. That would be cool. A Mach 2 Anaconda. There's even like designs online. You can actually see pictures that what commanders did. It looks pretty cool. All right. A Mach 2 Anaconda would be really, really nice. And then they can do a Mach 2 Federal Corvette and a Mach 2 cutter. See, the cutter, if you look at the stairs, they look like they're made for giants. They're not made for human beings. Right? So that definitely would not have ship interiors. And to fix that template, it'll be easier for them to just make a new one. Right? And then sell it for arcs. So you know they're going to do that. Mach 2 Imperial Cutter. Yeah, I can't wait for a Mach 2 Anaconda. That would be... I think that would be a great Christmas present. Right? That would be a fantastic Christmas present. A Mach 2 Anaconda. Oh my god. But I think though, you know, I didn't think much of ship interiors, but then I said, why all the ramps? You know, you can go up the ramp, and you can go to a door, and the door is sized about the same size. All the doors are sized the same way. Which in coding you need space for collision, right? So you don't go through the wall. So there's a certain amount of space for collision. So all the doors are spaced a certain way. The ramps are a certain way. The cockpits are actually a certain way. Right? So I do think they're going to have ship interiors. Based on my knowledge of coding and what I'm seeing in the new ships, because all the ships now are medium size, right? So they have a ship interior template. I think they have one. And it's based on a medium sized ship, right? So I do think they have a ship interior template. And they're working on it. But that would be cool if you can board another ship and do what you can do in Starfield. You know, like take over that ship, steal it. That would make gankers. That'd be a ganker's wet dream. Oh my god, piracy to the 10th degree. Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, so what are we doing here? We've been at it for 1 hour and 52 minutes. We're trying to load the fleet carrier with materials. I'm almost done with titanium. Then I'm going to go to ceramic composites, CMM composites, finish that off, and then I'm gonna go to the station and offload, because within 3 hours and 50 more minutes the clock runs out and I lose my claim. Yeah, it's true. But you probably can't gank the old ships, so you probably could only gank new ones. So if they do something like Starfield, it would be only a new one that has the ship interior that they designed on it. Right? Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen, but I really do have higher hopes now than I did before. I really didn't think it's important to have ship interiors. But then I saw the trend of what they're doing with the game, and I'm like, they're working on something. 5192. They're working on ship interiors, because all the ships are the same. They're the same size. That was my thought, right? Now I need how much titanium? 5573. 381. So I need 381. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, 381, is go down to the station. Okay, so let's take this carrier to the location so it could be right next to the planet. Okay. And we're going to do it here, park it, set. Okay, so now we're going to go to our ground settlement to get CMM composites and ceramics and the last bit of titanium, and then we'll be done. We'll go to the station and offload, but offloading will be a lot quicker than this crap. Okay, settlements. we go. Alright, let's do that. I think the first thing will be ship interiors. They'll do a few ships, because I'm sure they'll have collision problems with the ship interiors. And then they'll do it on the rest of the ships, and then they'll launch new ships with ship interiors. So they'll be, you'll get the whole thing. You get the whole experience, right? So all the new ships after that will have ship interiors. So I think that's what they'll do. And then they'll add new stuff to the ship interiors, like furniture and all that. So you can buy more stuff on the ARC store. Paint jobs, interior paint jobs, posters. They'll have all that. I gave them all this idea. I wrote like a 4-page letter of like money-making ideas. You know, about a year and a half ago, I told them about pre-engineered cargo racks. I said, what would it take for an engineer to design a cargo rack that's lighter so you can put more cargo in it? Pre-engineered cargo racks. So I sent them in-game kind of type message with the letter attached, my recommendations. And lo and behold, they went with it. But I think they're going to do it. I don't know why they haven't done planets yet either. It's like you can land on an atmosphere planet. Because then you would have outfits for the atmosphere, right? So you don't have to wear a suit. You can wear just a regular outfit. So it's a whole, Odyssey comes back to life, and you can buy a bunch of outfits, cowboy hats, different kind of guns. You can make it kind of like a Western thing. I did like Starfield's Western look, and that's exactly what I would think would happen if we went to space. Settlements would be high-tech around the starports, but the rest of them will be low-tech because most people will be transient. So they're not going to build any steel buildings. It'll be too expensive. They'll find local materials and build the buildings with the local materials. Will be rock and mud and wood. Yeah. But then you can get like a permit for only an area. You can do a Starfield thing. Like you're not allowed to leave the area around the starport. So let's say you can travel 500 miles that way, so there's no water. Yeah, I know they have a problem with water. Yeah. So I don't know why they can't do it, but I don't know what does anyone know? Do you know what language they're using in the Cobra game engine? Is it Python or is it Basic C? What language are they using that they can't design? I mean, we're designing AI with Python. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done it. It's been 10 years, man. They haven't done landable, breathable planets. And this is Dragster Forge. I built this monster myself. Oh my god, that was so painful. C#? Then they should be able to design anything around C#. C# is very doable. If it's C#. Oh, C++. Not C++. Well, C# is still doable, dude. It's still doable. C# is not bad. C++, I don't know. I should actually see what ChatGPT says. Let's do that. ChatGPT knows everything. It's like the crystal ball. Like, remember the Magic 8 balls they used to have? When I was a kid, they had a Magic 8 ball. Should I buy new sneakers? Long thought needs to be accomplished. Oh, maybe I should think about it. ChatGPT. Let's see. What language does the... Alright, I don't know how well this stream is going to be. I don't know if you guys are picking me up. I try to disconnect and reconnect, blah, blah, blah. They always doing this at the 2-hour mark, man. I don't know. I have to check the OBS and see if there's like an automatic disconnect. I apologize about that. AFK 1 second. Do I have anybody left in the in chat? Oh my god. What? Well, finally. Are there anybody still around? For God's sakes. At the 2-hour mark, it always does this. It drops me. I gotta look into the OBS and see if there's something that I put, or the stream settings that I put 2 hours or something like that. But at the 2-hour mark, it always drops me. It's just amazing. And then it takes me forever to reconnect. How long did it take me to reconnect? Jesus, 15 minutes? Ah, man, that's painful. I don't know if you guys are still around. I don't know who is still around. Anyway, there's other stuff to watch, I guess. CMM composites. I need CMM composites 9381 titanium. I apologize for that issue. If the stream goes beyond 2 hours, it has issues. It kind of like puts you somewhere in limbo or something. I don't know what happens. Takes forever to reconnect. On this side, I was looking to see if I have connection. I was okay. Everything was okay. My upload speed is okay. But it just... OBS is not communicating with it wasn't communicating with YouTube for some reason. Okay, so where we're at, need CMM composites and ceramic composites, right? This station has 1.6 million. Alright, let's go. So we're talking about C#, and I was gonna look at ChatGPT before I actually got disconnected. What language does the Cobra. Game engine from Frontier. Used to build Elite Dangerous. Alright, let's see. Okay, what did I do? No, I did, I wanted to actually recall a ship. So it is... Okay, so forget about that. It's stuck too. Everything gets stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna recall my other thing to do this a little bit faster. Because of the disconnect, I'm like flustered and I got pissed off. So bear with me while I regain my composure. All right, shipyard. I'm gonna recall the other ship so I can do this faster. Huh? What did I transfer? Oh, Jesus. Okay. No, I don't know if you guys are actually talking to me. Okay, so I still got 3 people or 4 people watching. I don't know. So I got the other ship coming here. I'm gonna go and dump this, and then I'm gonna use the escape pod method.
Ship released. You may depart when ready.
It says I'm streaming. You know what, guys? I'm gonna disconnect this stream. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Doesn't look like something's working here. So I'm gonna disconnect and restart another stream. I'll be back.